Inside the quiet walls of the Vatican, something unusual is happening. Cardinals from around the world have gathered in Rome to prepare for the next papal election. Normally, this is a holy and peaceful time, a moment for prayer, reflection, and trusting the Holy Spirit to guide them. But this time, there's a different feeling in the air. It's not peace that people are sensing, but pressure, politics, and power. Reports say that even before the first vote is cast, there are already strong attempts to control the outcome. Some cardinals are not waiting for open discussion, they're planning behind closed doors. And it's not just the church involved. Allegations are now surfacing that political leaders, intelligence agencies, and even governments are trying to influence who becomes the next pope. One of the most shocking claims involves French President Emmanuel Macron. Some reports suggest he may have contacted certain cardinals, urging them to block more traditional candidates, especially Cardinal Robert Sarah. Sarah is known for his strong views on Catholic values and for standing firm against what he sees as modern compromises. He's supported by many who want the Church to return to its roots, but that also makes him a target for those who want a more modern pope. Even more disturbing are reports that intelligence agents from different countries have arrived in Rome, not to protect the Vatican, but to quietly shape the election. This isn't a movie plot. These are real claims that suggest the conclave might be influenced not by faith, but by strategy. Some believe the entire direction of the Church is being planned in advance. The goal? To choose a pope who will continue the same political and social direction as the previous one. That might sound harmless to some, but to others, it feels like a loss of something sacred. If the pope is chosen through deals, pressure, and outside influence, what happens to the idea that this is a spiritual decision guided by God? One of the biggest concerns is that the Church may be turning into something it was never meant to be. This conclave isn't supposed to be a political summit. It's a sacred moment. But with powerful voices pushing from the outside, the faithful are starting to worry that something important is being lost. There is also talk about a shift in how the Church operates. Some cardinals support a new idea called synodality. It means involving more people in church decisions and spreading out leadership. Supporters say it's about listening and being open, but others say it could cause confusion and division, weakening the Church's clear direction. At the heart of all this is one big question. Is this election still about listening to the Holy Spirit, or is it being controlled by human plans? Many Catholics around the world are heartbroken. They believe this should be a time of silence, unity, and prayer. But now they fear the conclave is being treated like a power game, and the silence from church leaders isn't helping. The people want answers, but so far, they are hearing very little. The idea that outside leaders, even presidents, could have a say in choosing the next pope feels deeply wrong to many. The conclave should be protected from all influence. It should be a space where cardinals listen only to God, not to governments, media, or politics. As this secret election approaches, the whole world is watching. The outcome will not only shape the Catholic Church, it will influence the faith of millions. And so, people are praying that despite all the pressure, all the noise, and all the outside power, the cardinals will remember their true mission, not to serve politics, not to serve agendas, but to serve Christ. The presence of political influence, in a process that should be sacred, is shaking the confidence of many believers. Catholics across the globe have always trusted that when cardinals gather in Rome, their only guide is God. But now the idea that foreign governments, political leaders, and intelligence services are quietly trying to steer the Church in a specific direction is deeply troubling. Cardinal Robert Sarah, for example, is a figure who represents tradition, discipline, and strong moral teaching. He has spoken out many times against watering down the faith to suit popular culture. His supporters see him as a guardian of the Church's identity. But powerful voices don't seem to want that kind of leadership. They fear that his bold stances could cause tension with governments and modern movements. That fear, according to some reports, may be why he's being pushed aside even before the voting begins. But Sarah isn't the only one. Other cardinals who share his views are also reportedly being blocked or discouraged. Whispers suggest that deals are being made quietly between church officials and political representatives. Some cardinals may be receiving gentle but firm recommendations about which candidates are acceptable and which are not. If these reports are true, it shows a dangerous shift.